FCOA Lesson 5C, Rules of Rotation. When you're coaching a group of freedivers, you soon find out that there are moments everybody is waiting for each other, no one knows whose turn it is, no one is diving, everybody is getting cold, and once a diver gets appointed to be the next one to dive, he decides he needs 5 minutes to relax before he dives. This all can get structured by implementing the rules of rotation. Have a dry run on land and act out 2 or 3 rotations so the divers get used to it and can ask questions. The first thing to do is making the participants call out their numbers in a clockwise direction. Let's look at a group of 6 divers. Number 1 will ask his second last diver to safety him. Number 5 in this case. While number 1 dives, number 2 prepares and asks his second last diver, number 6, to safety him. When number 1 starts coming up, number 2 can do his breeze up, and once number 1 surfaces, number 2 must go down. It's his go time. He must go, even if it's for a short dive. He must go. It teaches the divers to anticipate and get ready. They get plenty of time to relax, but when it's go time, they must go. At the same time, number 3 asks number 1 to safety him. Number 4 gets safetied by number 2, number 5 by number 3, and number 6 by number 4. In an area with boat traffic, the last diver should do a 10-second 360 scan to check for approaching boats. If there is a boat approaching head on, then he should alarm the group and all should try to get the attention of the boat or move out of the way. Then he should get ready for his safety duty. If all divers do 1-minute dives, then everyone gets to dive every 6 minutes. In those 6 minutes, everyone does 3 minutes of relaxation. 1 dive, 1 lookout duty for boats, and 1 safety duty. In half an hour, all divers can do an equal 6 dives. So in short, rules of rotation. Number 1 asks his second last to safety him. Number 2 gets ready with his second last. Number 2 goes down when number 1 comes up. Number 1 does a 360 boat check. Number 3 asks number 1 to safety him, and so on. Rules of rotation for 3 persons. The difference with a group of 3 is that not the second last, but the last diver becomes the safety. Number 1 asks number 3 to safety him. Number 2 meditates and will ask number 1 to safety him once number 1 has recovered from his dive. 20 seconds for the breeze up should be enough. Number 3 meditates until number 2 is ready to safety him, and so on. Be aware that after your dive you become someone's safety buddy, so don't celebrate a new personal best till you're done with your duty. After all, your diver has been meditating for a couple of minutes and you need to face him with focus so he can communicate with you without him having to demand for your attention. It can avoid confusion to go back into your original position after the dive. However, the members should prioritize the comfort of the diver who is diving, and they should not obstruct or interfere with the duty of the safety buddy. If there is a limited space, or if the diving is done in a current, members could choose to rest on a separate buoy or float line until their turn comes up. If a diver simulates a blackout or another emergency, then that is a concern of his safety buddy and of his safety buddy alone. Don't get distracted by buddy pairs practicing emergency skills. They got their thing going on and you got your thing going on. It takes a lot of focus to maintain in rotation, but 30 minutes is doable before focus gets lost. The rules of rotation are a great tool to get the most out of the in-water time. Everyone knows their duty, no one needs to talk, and all divers get to dive an equal amount of times.